In this episode of Occult Unmasked, we will discuss chaos magic. What is chaos magic? It can be interpreted as many different things, but based on the many occult books I've read, the one that seems to jump out involves disrespecting something to an extreme degree on purpose for a magical effect. Here we have Eric Andre, the chaotic comedian. I don't believe he necessarily uses chaos magic too often, as chaos and chaos magic are two different things. But he does extremely disrespect something for the shock value with some of the jokes he does get away with. There's no doubt about it, but shock value for a laugh is different than shock value for a negative magical effect. According to Wikipedia, chaos magic is this, that, here and there, whatever, who cares, blah blah blah. We all know Wikipedia is not 100% accurate. Here is a spell I've never heard of involving staring at what appears to be a piece of paper on a carpet, which has a very tunnely fractal design, which in and of itself something that could be a legitimate spell, but I've never seen this video conferencing version. The guy who posted this to Wikipedia put it up himself. His name is Thilamagos. And Thilamagos says this is chaos magic. I haven't come across this type of chaos magic, but there are different types. The type I'm going to focus on involves extreme disrespecting of something for a magical effect. Let's go through some examples. Saddam Hussein, the dictator of Iraq, famously ruled with an iron fist, but laughed and smiled in his photographs. He decided to construct at the Al Rashid Baghdad Iraq hotel. In the entrance of that hotel, had this commissioned, this likeness of George H.W. Bush. And it says Bush is criminal in English and in Arabic. Here you can see some guests walking over it. I guess if it's in the entrance, you have no choice. You pretty much have to walk over it. But in chaos magic, walking on someone's face for the purposeful reason to disrespect them for a magical effect. I'm not saying it works or not concerning this example. And that business guy, he's probably innocent unless he's dealing with Saddam Hussein, in which case he's probably not innocent. But I believe Saddam Hussein was watching C-SPAN 2 one day, and George H.W. Bush was at the Westin Galleria Hotel when he came up with the idea, you know what? Yeah, let's commission that George H.W. Bush disrespect tile mosaic in the Al Rashid Baghdad Hotel. Yeah, let's do it. It looks pretty similar to this photograph, his face. It's, artistic-wise, he does look like a bad guy. They're not painting him to look like a nice guy. But if it's chaos magic to step on someone's face with purposeful negative intentions, to extremely disrespect them for a magical effect, chaos magic, what about cleaning their face? Here's the cleaning guys cleaning George Bush's tile face. And, I don't know, maybe they would get positive karma for giving it an extra special polish. I'm not going to comment too much on George H.W. Bush, but concerning Saddam Hussein, Here he is in his famous pose, and I'm not gonna say chaos magic is the direct reason he fell, but he did use chaos magic. Was it purposeful or was it part of his culture? I believe it was part of his culture, although people in these areas, including Iraq, do believe in black magic strongly, and strongly believe in not practicing it. I believe death is one of the consequences of being caught practicing black magic in the Muslim communities in the Middle East. I'm not positive if Iraq is one of those, but here we have Saddam Hussein in his famous pose with his arms stretched out, and here is his statue showing basically what happened to him. Saddam Hussein fell, just like his statue fell, and here we have them tearing it down. I personally believe practicing chaos magic will have repercussions, that it will backfire on you 100% of the time. Now, concerning George H.W. Bush, perhaps he has done things to purposely disrespect someone or something or some institution, or see, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be an entire religion, which is the more common version of chaos magic. But George H.W. Bush's father, Prescott Bush, he was a member of Yale's secret fraternity, the Brotherhood of Death, also known as Skull and Bones. And here is the Skull and Bones headquarters back in the day. Here is a painting dedicated to death and mayhem, no doubt. And here is the skull of Geronimo, which was stolen by Prescott Bush. Prescott Bush, in his youth, he stole Geronimo's skull, the famous Native American Indian. But Geronimo's skull has been disrespected by George H.W. Bush's father, by George W. Bush's grandfather, Prescott Bush. It's too bad. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows that the theft took place. Secret documents have been released proving this to be the case. But CNN reported on it, I believe, once. Back in the day, they've never reported it again, or at least they haven't followed up on it. Harlan Geronimo, the grandson of Geronimo, tried to sue, but the statute of limitations are too far gone. I believe the Skull and Bones are 184 years old, and the theft took place a long time ago when George W. Bush's grandfather was a kid. A long time ago. It's too bad. So I would consider the decorational use of someone's remains a form of chaos magic. We can't assume and jump to the conclusions that they don't know about chaos magic. These Skull and Bones guys are bad dudes. The Order of the Brotherhood of Death is their real name. But let's skip past this and show some other examples. Not all examples are going to be stepping on people's faces or robbing graves and using the skulls of people as some sort of container. As you can see, there's a trap door in the head of the skull of Geronimo. I would be ticked off if that was my grandfather's skull. Here is another example, a very mild example, probably not a purposeful example of chaos magic, but Hillary Clinton painted as a floozy on the side of a building. I can't remember where this article came from, but it did mention that they ordered that this mural be painted over. But here is a mild example of what could be construed as chaos magic. A slightly stronger example, I witnessed myself firsthand at an event in Los Angeles, and I jumped to the conclusion that the event owners did this. They are innocent. They did not practice this chaos magic. This is a urinal cake with Donald Trump's face on it. So I'm at a musical event. I use the restroom, I walk in there, I see these strange urinal cakes, and I'm just using the restroom, and I don't know what it is. I can't even recognize it. I hear two guys say, "Hey, that's Donald Trump!" And oh, that is a weird photoshopped version of Donald Trump. To be honest, it looked more like an Oompa Loompa, but it was a really orange, photoshopped version of Donald Trump's face with his eyes and his nose and his mouth, with the holes through it. And, I do believe the people who created these, they were probably some type of super PAC designed to discredit Donald Trump. This was pre-election. This happened before the election. It was a good 1 month before the election, or a couple weeks before the election. So I'm being forced to use the restroom. I used the restroom a few times, and I felt really awkward. I felt really weird because I was forced to do something I've never done. Go on a picture of someone's face. Very strange. I tweeted the people who ran this operation. They reverse shoplift and put them in the event, so the people who created the event didn't know these urinal cakes using chaos magic with Donald Trump's face on it were in their urinals. They didn't know that. I tweeted them. They assumed I was some fanatic Trump fan. To be honest, I was more interested in the chaos magic aspect and seeing what mind behind it. Whoever runs the Twitter seems to be clueless of the chaos magic. Perhaps they are clueless of chaos magic. That's very possible. But whether you're clueless or not, the extreme disrespect of someone or something or some greater thing or smaller thing, it doesn't matter. To an extreme degree, to get a result, a reaction, is chaos magic. A magical effect, if you know what you're doing. But they were trying to get Trump to lose, and it backfired on them, and Trump won. Concerning Eric Andre, he's a talented actor, he's a talented comedian. He kind of found his own niche when Tim and Eric hired him or produced his show, the Eric Andre Show. Tim and Eric are kind of the jesters of the devil themselves. But Eric Andre is most definitely a comedian of chaos. He likes to see comedy through the lens of complete chaos. He gets naked, he'll tear up the set. He has freedom and creative license to do these things. No one is telling him and forcing him to get naked. I hope no one at Cartoon Network is telling him to get naked. But he did get naked on stage. I didn't include that part, but he's a talented comedian. I'll end with a joke that was pretty funny. Coming soon is an episode where I deconstruct a Westworld episode involving chaos magic, and many more episodes to come.
Man. Words, punchline. Hey! Words, punchline.
You did it! You broke comedy down to its bare essentials.
Words, punchline! Words, punchline! Punchline! Words, punchline! Words, punchline! We'll be right back! Yeah! Legalize everything!
I thank you for watching. This has been John Razimus with Occult Unmasked. Be seeing you.